Hey everybody, welcome to Healing Fire, our Sunday night live. I hope everyone is doing well. I am maxed. I'll get into that in a bit, but yeah, crazy times, man. Crazy times. Gonna say hi to everybody that we have so far. Hey, James Spear. Looks like you live in Tampa. Curious how things are around there, actually. If that's, it says James Spear, Tampa. So I don't know if that means you're from Tampa or you still live in Tampa or both. I don't know. Would love to know how life is in Florida these days. Hey, Edward, how are you? Workday was crazy. Trying to focus on the positive. And Brina, how are you? Welcome. So Violet, hey there, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Butterflies are free. Hello. Be here as long as you can stay awake, you and me both. Thank you. Thank you for choosing to spend a part of your Sunday evening with me. I really appreciate everyone. So thank you so much. Carol Baker, hello. Oh my good. Oh, and James, you say, yes, you do live in Florida and it's crazy there. I just can't even. Yeah. Oh, hello, everybody. It looks like several lurkers. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate it and appreciate you. Tomorrow night is our members only, we call it the fireside chat. So we will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern for that. But tonight is a general live for anybody who would care or like to join. So please do like and share. And when I say share, people are like, share, but I don't know who to share to. A lot of times we have people in our personal sphere that, we're generally, if they like the same things you do or whatnot, or if they like YouTube, if they haven't been acquainted with the channel and you like the channel, there's probably a good chance they may like the channel. So please suggest it to them, share it with them. I'd appreciate it. Your likes are also free and go a long way in supporting the channel as well. So thank you very much. And hey, Rishdeen, how are you? Welcome. Oh, goody. All my peeps are coming in. Thank you so much. It's good to see you guys. Really is. I appreciate you more than you know. So, oopsies. I just turned up. I was going to put comments up on the stage and I actually turned them off. So hold on. I'm going to put comments up so people watching on replay hopefully can see where we're at and what I'm responding to. Hey, Marby, how are you? Welcome. And I know I have gotten comments of like, well, you can't read the comments anyway, so why do you put them up? Well, if you're on your phone, you probably can't. But, if you're on a computer or a laptop or a TV, a lot of people watch on their TV, you might be able to see them. So if you can and you want to see them, great. If you can't, I'm sorry, they're there. Just ignore them, I guess. So Artist Liz, hello, welcome. Oh my goodness, look at everybody coming in. And I love how you guys are a community and know each other too, because we all lurk the same channels. So just got home from work and it was absolutely spent today and came home like, I'm hungry, I got no food, I don't know what to do, but I did have a couple of tortillas and I did have some shredded cheese. So cheese quesadilla, it was. And I didn't have any salsa. I do like salsa. But I did have leftover from a previous recipe, sour cream and some tapatio sauce, which I love. And I just put that in the sour cream and that made a lovely quesadilla dip. So, yay me, made something. Food for the win. And now we are on to coffee. Those of you that have been around for a while, y'all know I like my coffee. My coffee cup tends to reflect the mood or occasion. Today, this is where we're at. nevertheless, she persisted. My empath was max today. I will just say that. I may or may not go into details just because I don't know if I want to relive it, but it was max today. And just curious how everybody else is doing and what the vibe around the country is. Seeing what's going on in Iran is just heartbreaking to me. I can't, and it's all for like follow the money, right? And it's just heartbreaking to me on so many levels. I understand there's some good things that have come out of it for some people, but the overall is horrifying, and it is not going to be better for us in this country. I can tell you that. It's just it's rough, and for those of you that are on the empath side and having to selectively choose your news and your politics, I totally get it. I've gotten a lot of comments from people previously of like, well, you guys come on and talk about politics and everything, and you can't be that empathic because you're not picking. Like, I am telling you, I feel it. If you can't help but feel it. You just can't. The whole energy is changing, and it's heavy and it's intense. And then outside of work, or outside of my work, massive protests, but they were in support of F-45 and the regime. And I don't even know what to do with that information. I really don't. And the people that I work with, some are liberal, others are very much not. And it's rough because like where I'm at, we live in kind of a fishbowl. It's all glass. And so there's not much separation between us and what goes on outside. Lots of music, lots of loud cars, lots of chanting, lots of very aggressive behavior from so-called patriots that, wearing the flag around like a bandana and all that kind of crap. It's like, and I saw this guy, probably about a 300-pound guy, not had a lot, there's some extra there, but he was also a lot of muscle, go up and aggressively attack a woman. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What is happening? Just, oh my God. Like, we're disintegrating, you guys. What is happening? And I know to expect this, but it's just like, are you kidding me? We're completely annihilating another country. We're blowing the hell out of them. It's literally raining oil. It's literally. They've lost the opportunity to desalinate their water and get water. So not only the people, but the animals. And it's raining oil, which is poisoning everything. So, coffee. During Desert Storm, so many of you know, I was married for 22 years. I got married before my now ex went to Desert Storm. He was in the Marines and was on the front lines. His life expectancy, we were told, was 30 seconds in a full combat situation. So before we were engaged, we were engaged to be married anyway, so we chose to get married before he left. We planned our wedding in 4 days. I can get things done when I need to. And it was a full wedding. Like literally, I kid you not, I did everything. And my work would not allow me to have any time off. So I can get things done when I need to, but that way. Anyway, so they had a meeting with all of the families and said, okay, we're letting you guys know, like, this is the situation. We need to get all the family members. We need to get you because he was in reserves. They activated all the reserves. And so they were like, we need to get everybody military ID. We need to get you on all the paperwork. We need to create a will for military purposes and put you guys on the will. And you need to know, like, make sure we have all your contact information. So in the event that they die, because there's a good chance they will, we know who to contact. Like it was just so matter of fact. And not much emotion to it. They openly would say if we wanted them to have a spouse, we would have issued them one. So that's where we were regarded in all of that. Later, there were people that got court-martialed for actually speaking what the truth was, which was the reserves were considered cannon fodder. Somebody actually said it out loud, and you're not supposed to say it out loud, even though everybody knows it, right? And that's what we went into. We chose to get married for a few reasons. One, we were engaged anyway. Two, if we weren't, then they wouldn't tell me anything. So if anything happened to them, I wouldn't know. And I wanted to know. I'm very much a need-to-know person. And so that's what happened. So planned the wedding in 4 days. The very next day, we went down to the center for the family meeting. That night at the meeting, we ended up having to leave early because my ulcer exploded. And I ended up going to the ER that night. The next day, they're like, you need to go to the doctor, follow up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. The next day, he was gone. Like, that's how quick. Boom, boom, boom. And they sent him down to California to train ahead of being deployed. And on the day they were supposed to leave, the person that trained them, who already went ahead of them, got killed. And so he calls me and says, hey, we're getting ready to board the plane. Just so you know, this person got killed. It was not a combat situation. It was an accident that happened. Nevertheless, so it happened, but we're flying out in 30 minutes. Okay. Being on the inside of that information, we knew a lot about the plans, or pretty much the plans, as much as they could tell us. I knew when the war was going to start. I knew that I was going to be a basket case. I asked for the day off at work. I worked at a stock brokerage firm at the time. And the answer I got was, there's not going to be a war. The stock market's up. Stock market's never up and there's a war. No, you cannot have the day off. That's the answer I said. My response was, you don't think I might have a little more heads up than you on this? And I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And they're like, no, it's not. And no, you can't. So, anyway, it happened when I said it would. And I called them and I said, yeah, so it happened and you don't want me at work. I'm taking the day off. After that, I was harassed every single day until they basically forced me to leave, which was another 3 or 4 months. So, because they absolutely hated me after that, because they were all like massive ego freaks. So, I don't even know why I'm going into that story, except that it's what the families are going through for this, what the U.S. military families are going through right now for something that, what the hell does it do for us? Seriously. oh, I know what started this. When he came back, because all the oil fields were on fire, him and his combat buddies, I mean, they had more issues. We have a watchmaker at work. I work in a jewelry store. We have a watchmaker at work who served in Desert Storm as well. And he still has permanent health issues from being there because it was so black. The smoke, they were literally oozing oil out of their gums in their teeth, out of the pores in their skin for months after they got back. Seeing the apocalyptic burning oil fields and the black sky, and it's literally raining oil there. The ecological and humanitarian and planetary, toll, I can't even wrap my head around that. I can't. It's crazy. So, and then, on the other side of the world, I'm looking out right outside of work, and for half the day, I'm watching humanity literally attack each other over what? I'm watching a 300-pound man attack probably 150-pound at best woman, literally pushed her, slapped her, knocked everything out of her hand, and is in her face and standing up over her because she is anti-war. And he's all pro-Trump. What the hell are we doing? What the hell are we doing? All this so-called, anti-war Republicans and pro-life Republicans, and how much bullshit that is right now? Complete and total bullshit. As if we didn't already know, because we did. But for those of you who still support this complete freaking psychopath, at this point, I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. Aaron, hi Aaron. Sorry, it's an emotional night. Aaron's like, finally catch a live of your solo act. Yeah, and I'm on a rant tonight. So welcome. Oh my gosh. And then many of you know, a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine who actually, she and I worked together because she got me the job where I'm working also. And we were friends previously, and we met networking. So we've been friends for a few years. She got me the job where I'm at now. She passed away. Coffee. She chose to exit the planet because she worked there. Many of us worked with her. A lot of her old clients come in, situations come up or whatever. She came up in conversation probably 3 or 4 times today because it was natural conversation due to the nature of the work. And then various media's pictures pop up. And I'm like, holy crap. And on top of it, there are more and more expectations being put on us at work. So it's like all of this perfect storm today. I'm like, oh my God, today is a day. Today is a day. So yes, my coffee mug. Nevertheless, she persisted. Holy cannoli. But I just, this whole thing with what we're tearing each other apart. And for what? For what? Seriously. Like, can the Republicans have been so good at the getting people to hate the other side. And people don't even know what the other side is. Really, honestly, if we all sat down together, I really think we're all more alike than we are different. I really do. How we achieve certain goals, we might go about it different, but I think most of us have the same goals. And what happened to, like, literally negotiating for the good of the people? What happened to that? Why did that become a bad thing for the people that we hire and we put in these government positions to negotiate together for the good of the whole? And I realize that nowadays that's an extremely naive view, because that's not how it works. I'd love to believe that that's how it used to work, but it probably didn't. That was probably me being extraordinarily naive and believing whatever they put out in the media back then, which made you believe that that's what happened in Congress. But I don't know. My hair's doing this weird thing. It's bugging me. Okay. I really hope with the midterms coming up, and yes, I do believe F-45 is going to use this anti-Epstein war to try to subvert elections. I 100% believe he's going to do his best to try. I don't think he'll get away with it. So there's that. And I hope I'm right. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I hope I'm right that he won't get away with it. But I really hope that one of the lessons we've learned in the last couple of elections is the pay attention to the candidate. It's not a vote blue no matter who. Because that's how you get a Fetterman, right? We need to choose wisely. We need to. That's what primaries are for. Right? General elections, you pick who's left after the primary, right? But you need to choose wisely. And the corporate Dems, they got to go. They're just as bad as the Republicans, I think. And they're not doing anything for us. They're doing things for corporations. And that is the problem. Corporations are one thing they're great at. Marketing. They have whole teams of marketing people. They can get people to believe whatever they want. They can put an earworm in your head or a thought worm in your head and make you believe whatever they want you to believe. We need to get rid of the corporate Dems, as well as the Republicans. At this point, I don't believe there are any good Republicans, honestly, but that's me. I could be wrong. Haven't seen any yet. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on. Let me look at what your comments have been during my rant. Hold on one second. Let me try to see a little bit. And thank you for Cindy Jerry. We are in a world of hurt. Yeah, we are. I'm telling you. Aaron. And Latino Trump voters all around. I don't get it. And I don't get that either. That's the thing that absolutely throws me more than anything. Well, no, more than anything is Latino voters, LGBTQ plus IA voters, and women voters. Why specifically did those three groups vote Republican or F-45? Why not just punch yourself in the face and not stop? Like, you're literally, what are you doing? You have zero paying attention. I mean, zero awareness. Aaron, been angry for decades. Yes. Funny that a lot of this I have felt I haven't really changed my viewpoints much over the years. I remember I was in AP history in high school. And I remember just being so pissed then that we allowed, we have a nasty beginning, right? Well, we're still nasty, but we have a really nasty beginning. And I was so mad that that was allowed to happen and that there wasn't more emphasis being put on all of the different massive injustices that were allowed to happen. And everybody just like, oh, we continue to get better. We always strive for a more perfect union. We just continue to get better, little baby steps at a time. And that was supposed to appease everyone and get you to go, yes, okay, we're getting better. So appreciate what you've got. You know what? Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Enough of the freaking little baby steps that just placate you while they distract you into something else. Enough. Like, on with the 2.0 already. On with US 2.0. Like, rip up the shit and finally, let's get equality for everyone. Everyone. I don't care what bathroom you use. I go into a Starbucks and it's a bathroom. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have male, female. It's just a bathroom. You just use it. When I go to work, we have a bathroom. We just use it. In my house, it is a bathroom. I don't care if you're male or female. Just clean up your mess and wash your hands, man. That's all I care about. Seriously. Really? We're worried about that? People can't eat. They can't get health care. People are literally starving. And we're worried about what bathroom what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Where is the humanity that we've allowed this to happen? It's absolutely boggles my mind. Coffee. This is why I go on this rant tonight, because so many people are like, oh, all the Trumpers are like, they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to figure it out. Yes, some are, but not enough. Not enough. How can you be that obtuse? I truly do not understand how you can be that ignorant, that unaware, and that obtuse. Liz, breathe. Seriously. Yeah, Violet. I used to believe that we were more similar than not, but we don't now. I think I do believe that there are more of us than them. And I do believe the elections were rigged, if you will. And that will be found out. But for now, this is what we got, right? Oh, God, Karen. Watch the oil refineries burning and then the darkness. I know, God, can you imagine? See, and I saw that yesterday at the end of my workday, and yesterday was a hell of a day at work. At the end of the workday, I saw the fire and the black skies and I'm thinking about the people and the animals and the earth. I mean, there's the massive scale of destruction happening that will go on for decades, if not longer. The destruction that is happening. And for what? For a pedophile? to get his rocks off because he's a psychopath and he gets off on cruelty, and whoever's paying him, I mean, this is just his latest grift. That's all this is. You know, Netanyahu's making plays. You don't think there's money there? Really? Come on, Mr. Anti-War Peace President. Really? Really? Okay. Edward. Yeah, oh my God, you guys. The things that I saw today at that protest were, it wasn't people going up against ICE. It wasn't people going up against the police. It was people against people. And that just got to me. I've experienced the police thing. I've experienced the ICE thing, but, and I know that there's two viewpoints, but what was it? I'm trying to find the word for it. Oh God, it was just so, they were so both personally enraged, and they clashed, and it was so like, oh my God. It was breathtaking. The energy clash. And I think, oh my God, if this is where we're at, you know, I mean, I know that they have to figure it out the hard way, and the rest of us have to frickin' deal with it until they figure it out because they're slow. You know, but I'm also seeing that it's the wealthy Republicans don't see it and don't understand it and don't care. And when I saw some of them standing at the window laughing at that going on, my brain broke. They're laughing at people hurting each other. They're laughing at the vehement hate for each other. What the hell? Oh yeah, Aaron, I know. This is what he's hoping for. It is what he's hoping for sure. Yeah. Good point, Liz. There isn't a Republican Party anymore. Yeah, it is and I don't believe they're all MAGAs, and I say that because I know people who are like, "Oh, I'm Republican, but I didn't vote for Trump." Okay, and so what? You voted for other Republicans to be in Congress? Well, fat lot of good that did. They're not standing up to him. They're just as bad. They're literally just as bad. And I'm sorry, but silence is compliance. So if you're not willing to stand up to the orange blob, you are just as bad. You willingly put in a convicted felon pedophile. Now, I've had people argue with me over, oh, well, that was just a Democrat hoax to get him convicted. He really didn't, he didn't do anything wrong. The hell he didn't. The hell he didn't. He literally fixed his books over sexual abuse. He has court cases that have been settled for children, for sexual assault against children, boys and girls. He forced them to settle. And many of them backed out because of death threats, is what their lawyers cited. He is a psychopath. Straight up. So you voted for that. He gets off on cruelty. So what is this about? The only thing it's only ever about with him. He's making money and he's getting off on the cruelty. Period. End of story. And you have these freaking 300-pound Trumpers wearing flags as hair bandanas or lack of hair bandanas, whatever, going up against women, pushing them, hitting them, slapping them, knocking shit out of their hands because they don't want a war. So you're going to beat them into submission? That's what you're going to do? That's your reason for pro-war? Okay. Yep, Liz. You got it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Boggles my mind. I don't get it. I really don't. Dakota. Yeah, no, I've been annoyed. Well, since high school, since going through AP history in high school, and like it was a decent history class. We dove into some stuff that's probably not allowed to be taught today, would be my guess. And I mean, I've been annoyed since then. And then the more I learned and knew on my own, even after school, also annoyed. The annoyance grew. And now, but it was one of those things that was like, I bought into the system of, well, we could just vote them out in 4 years. And, this person's doing this. That's really annoying. But, I don't know, whatever. The whole thing that we get people to believe that, oh, well, every side has their case. And, if you don't like it, you can vote it out the next term. No, this shit is rigged. And it's going to come out. It is going to come out. Musk is already being investigated and there are arrest warrants out for him, and he's being sued from many other countries for what he's done to rig their elections. You don't think that's going to trickle? Eventually, that's when trickle down will work. It'll trickle down to us. We'll be able to use it when we finally are able to make a case. Regrettably, it won't be till F-45 is taking a dirt nap. I wish that motherfucker would be in prison, but it's not going to happen. I really, really wish, but it won't happen. Justice will not be on this side of the plane. It's going to be across the veil. Sadly, but anyway, is what it is. However, even with cutting the head off the snake, so to speak, as they say, what he has done is exposed how much of it is in our country. We cannot ignore that. Whether or not he's taken a dirt nap or escaped to another country, whatever, when he's gone, however that happens, whenever that happens, we cannot ignore that it still exists in this country. And there's people like what I saw today. I live in a blue state. As long as those people are there, and there's people like my coworkers who can stand at the window and laugh at it and think it's funny and call the people who don't want the war idiots and stupid and laugh at their being dumb enough to show up, it's here. It's not just F-45. He gave them permission to be loud and proud about it, but it's here. And it exists in our population, and we need to figure out a way to get rid of it. Or find, the strongly worded letter bullshit. No. Jeffrey Schumer, your strongly worded letters, your gosh darn it at the podium. No, not enough. It's not enough anymore. There was a day that, sure, that may have been enough. Not anymore. That ship has sailed. We need actual fighters. We need Crockett in the Senate. We need, or president, vice president, whatever. We need AOC. I really wish Kamala would come back. I'm a little disappointed in things with her, but I also get it because why? They literally told her to sit down. They knew it was stolen and they told her to sit down and they weren't going to have her back. So why the hell would she? Why would she? Okay. Angel. Well, I feel you. I am, me and my youngest son are the only liberals in the family. Grew up in a Republican household, and they're just like, well, we just didn't vote for Trump. My parents, we didn't vote for him this last time. The first time they did, but we didn't vote for him this last time. Yeah, but you still voted for other Republicans. Well, I don't like how Democrats spend their money. Oh, you mean trying to feed people who need food? Trying to give health care? You notice how everybody asks, well, how are we going to provide health care? How are we going to provide food stamps? How are we going to provide these things? But nobody asks, how are we going to get the money for those bombs that are dropping through buildings and making craters? You know how expensive those are? How are we going to get money for troops on the ground? How are we going to get money for blowing up oil fields? How are we going to get money for the millions and millions and billions of dollars it costs to put this war that is not a war because it was not sanctioned by Congress, this war that is not a war on? The amount of money that costs. Do you know that what they've done so far would pay for any health care subsidies, food stamps all across this country multiple times? But nobody seems to ask where we're getting the money from for the bombs. But it's a big deal trying to feed your neighbor. It's a big deal trying to get people health care. Then we get all nitpicky with the money. But deciding to demolish part of the White House, deciding to, renovate everything in gold, deciding to bomb other countries, blow up fishing boats, take out leaders of other countries in Venezuela, for example. Nobody asks where all that money comes from. We could have paid for so much in this country to make us better, to take care of our people. The thing that everybody bitches about, the thing that supposedly divides us. But nobody asks, how are we paying for these bombs? Things that make you go, Yes, you are right. Now, I will say, do you remember the George Floyd protests in Portland? That's where I live. I live in Portland. And that was the dry run to what's happening now with ICE. All of those tactics they started to do then, which is where the leaf blowers came from. Thank you, Portland. Where things like that. There was a group in Portland called the Wall of Moms. It was started by a friend of mine. And it literally was a wall of moms. The women came out arm in arm. They were literally the front line, unarmed, not masked, like ICE masks, the way that they're masked now. I mean, they came out full visibility, no tactical gear, no weapons, nothing. Literally jeans and t-shirts. They were the Wall of Moms. Their message was, he could have been any one of our babies. We're tired of this happening. We feel like we need to, make a point of standing up and being a Wall of Moms. Ironically, what happened was the minority groups got vehemently upset because they said, you're trying to take the attention off of us. And that's not what was happening, to the point where they sued. And my friend who started this, they literally attacked her. She was working with the ACLU. She was working with government officials. She was working with as many groups as she could to try to promote change. And she got attacked literally for standing up from both sides. So when people say, yeah, we need the white women to stand up, I totally agree. You do. But let's not attack them when they do. Okay? They were bringing attention to the fact that they were mothers and they have children. And they felt that if you weren't going to listen to anybody else, maybe you would listen to them. They were acknowledging that they had a privilege and that maybe they would be listened to. But the side that they were on turned on them also. So again, I ask, what the hell is happening? You literally cannot win. What the hell is happening? We are turning it on each other from every single angle, and it's insane. It's insane that you can't support humanity. You can't support being a good human without being pit against each other. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're going to hear me do a lot of deep sighs. Oh, yes, Edward. Thank you. You know what? Okay. Here's what really gets my bee in a bonnet, too. Some of the most Republican viewpoints of some of the coworkers, they are not white and they are not straight. I don't know what to do with that information. And yet, I don't even know what to do with that information. It boggles my mind. I'm truly confused. Truly confused. I just don't get it. Oh my God, Maureen. There's an explosion in South Jersey a few days ago. I felt and heard it 5 miles away. Oh, wow. I heard that there was something, but I honestly, it's been a hell of a weekend at work, and I didn't have a chance to look into it. And then out of sight, out of mind, I forgot about it, which is sad because there's so much going on that you would forget about something like that. Does anybody know any details on that? Lorraine, did you ever figure out what happened? Did they say what happened, or what, at least what they're saying happened? Aaron, yeah, honestly, that's who was it? Who was I watching yesterday? That came up at the end of the day yesterday that it just stopped me in my tracks. I was just like, oh my God, I was watching Iran just completely blown to smithereens. Aaron, I want to say maybe Aaron Parnas, I think. And he's like, this is what Armageddon looks like. And that, like, yeah. Yep. Hi, Smelts by Love. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm not supposed to talk politics at work, and I find it really hard sometimes. I had to remove myself and go to the back room a few times today because I couldn't. My anxiety started just firing up, and I wanted to say so much, and I can't. I have red hair and I'm an Aries and I can't. I was this close to finding an excuse to walk out, and we have a Starbucks that's right next to us, and I was thinking, I might have enough stars or points to get a coffee or something. Maybe I should do that, because then I would have to walk through the protesters. I think my guides thought the better of it, because they found it like something as soon as I had that thought, something happened where it like pulled me away. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably my guides protecting me, because we don't need to be getting in a fight in front of our workplace. That's probably not a good idea. That's probably not a long-term employment scenario. And with our job numbers tanking and sucking to high heaven, getting another job might be a challenge. And I am it. I pay for my house. I don't have another. So kind of need the income. So thank you to my guides who probably saved my ass. Hey, caramba. Is he? Of course he is. He's so gross. I can't. Lorraine, 100%. I don't get it. I am totally at a loss. And you know what's worse? My oldest son does. Don't know what to do with that one either. We can't talk about it. Well, he doesn't even want to see me anymore anyway, so we can't talk about it. I don't know what to do with that either. My parents won't talk to me about it because they don't like Trump, at least, but they are still Republican. And they make it a point of going, well, you know, we're Republican. And I go, yes, I know. I am very well aware. Yeah. So, for those of you who make comments or send messages that say, um, you just keep all of this in our awareness to, we're already having a hard enough time. Why, you're so depressing, you're this or that, and obviously this, doesn't affect you like you think. I'm here to tell you, don't bother leaving the comments. Probably going to delete it anyway. Yes, I do feel it. Yes, the other readers feel it. We're all, I would say all of us that actually read are very empathic and do pick up on it. Some of us more than others because you have your superpower gifts in different areas, right? But we're all empathic. We all feel it, and we're here anyway. And we don't have to be. Most of us don't make anything, or very little if we do. And we're here anyway. Why? Because we're trying to get a community of us. So one of the comments that just went through, and I saw it, and I don't remember who said it, so I'm sorry if this, I don't remember who said it, but somebody was asking, I hope there's more of us than them, or I keep hoping to find more of us. And that's why communities like this are here. That's what we're trying to do. I may not be able to go out and stop a 300-pound guy from attacking a woman for having a no war sign and holding her cell phone up to record him as he knocked it out of her hand. I may not be able to physically stop that, but I can do this. May not be much, but I can do this. So thank you to all of you guys who joined me on my rants, because I do believe that we are a community, and this might be the only place, because a lot of you live in red areas. This might be the only place where you can go and go, oh my God, am I the only person? Is this insane? At least there's other people. We are a community. We stick together. We do the best we can. Seriously, them some badasses, man. Love them. This is great. Yeah, it's the anti-Epstein war. War, not war. Yeah. Karina, my spiritual talk today was about higher consciousness. He needs to love ourselves unconditionally so we can teach others to do the same. Love must win. Here's my challenge on that. Love is conditional. And I say this because I used to say unconditional love. But love is conditional. It's conditional upon mutual respect. If you attack me, if you come at me physically, psychologically, in any way, if you attack me or anybody I love, I'm not going to love you. I'm just not. Yes, Cat Mom, boundaries. It is conditional. I do not have unconditional love. Some people say I'm not a good spiritualist because I have those boundaries now. But I will tell you, I went through many years of my life being told I needed to have unconditional love. And I needed to forgive all these things that happened. No. No. Love is conditional. And I don't need to forgive bad behavior. Now, I can bless you and release you, but I don't need to forgive and forget. Now, forgiveness, a lot of people say, oh, well, it's not saying it's okay. To me, in my mind, that's a definition. So I get there's semantics there. And a lot of people say, no, that's not what it is. It's not saying that they have permission. Well, in my brain, that's the definition. But even if it's not, okay, fine. I can still release you. But I will remember how you made me feel, as other humans will. Humans don't remember necessarily what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. I will remember how you made me feel. And you will not be allowed to enter my space or my field again if you were there at one time and you crossed that boundary. That simple act means it's not unconditional. It means there is a condition. I can bless you and release you. I will never let you back in my circle. Not ever again once you cross that line. It is not unconditional. So, that's my perspective. If you have a different one, totally cool. That's you. But that's to me, there are boundaries with everything. There didn't used to be. But there are in my life now. And I will say that it's a much healthier way to live. At least from my perspective. Again, you do you. If you disagree, that is fine. Okay. You know what, Lorraine? I think about this so often. And it's funny because this morning I was thinking about that. And I don't know why. I mean, it comes up in my brain quite often, honestly. But one of my dearest friends, a sorority sister, at least she was, she blocked me and unfriended me on Facebook. This was, his first term. So everybody was still using Facebook back then. Because I was so appalled at him. I knew he was going to be, I knew he was going to be bad. I knew he was going to be bad. She's supposedly intuitive and she still voted for his ass and said, oh, it's just locker room talk. My response to her was, you have a daughter. You have a daughter. This is okay with you? That this is an example? Oh, it's just locker room talk. No. I don't want to hear this locker room talk. Not okay. I have been assaulted. I have been fed date rape drugs. No, I'm not okay with locker room talk. I'm not. And I don't think anybody else should be either, especially not if you have a daughter. And I made that point very clear. And she blocked me. Okay. That moment, for people who justified that, how can you justify that? You can't. I put my foot down this last Thanksgiving with my parents because I love my parents. I love my parents. I really do. They made friends with my brother's ex-wife's parents. Okay, whatever. They made friends with them. He is abusive, controlling, massive Trumper, massive Republican, a complete asshole in my opinion. I've never said much. Whenever they talk about him, like when he's from California, whenever he comes into town, they always spend time together. They always do, this, that. I've never said anything. They can be friends with whoever they want to be friends with, whatever. That's their life, not mine. Right? They invited him to Thanksgiving this year. And I'm so done right now. I was like, oh, they're like, well, are you going to come to Thanksgiving? And I said, and I took a day to think about it. And the next day they're like, so are you coming to Thanksgiving? And I said, I don't think so. And they're like, what? Why? I said, I don't want to. Why not? Because I don't like him. I'm like, well, that's not a reason. You should come anyway. I said, oh, but it is a reason. Because they also told me that, knowing my political views and knowing his political views, they said, don't say anything and don't make him mad. So I said, because I'm not going to sit there and be quiet. And you guys will not like that. So on my day off, I'm not going to choose to sit in a room where I'm not allowed to say anything and allow for abuse to happen and be okay with it. I said, I'm kind of done with that. I'm over it. Been there, done that, not doing it anymore. And they were just like, okay. And they go, well, he's just visiting. And I said, it doesn't matter. I said, by inviting him into your house, you're condoning his behavior. I said, everything he stands for are taking the rights away from your daughter and your granddaughters and your great-granddaughters. Everything he stands for. I said, I will not tolerate it or condone it. I'm not going to be here. I said, and it's okay if you do. It is your house. You can do whatever you want to do, but I choose not to participate. They didn't know what to do with that. I ended up, because I do love my parents and I know it crushes my mother, I stopped by early in the morning and then went to my daughter-in-law's house. That's what I did. So I brought them cinnamon rolls in the morning, but I did not stay for dinner and I didn't want to see him. Drinking coffee. Reading through some comments. Hello, people. Hey, Terry. Hey, Kelly McCall. Hey, Dakota. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Karen. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry. I'm kind of scrolling through quick because I've been on my rants tonight, and you guys are being great with your comments. Aaron, yes. You know what? And that's, again, I love this community. And we all, we got each other. Got each other's back. In fact, my friend, I think I mentioned this, I don't know, feels like forever, but I think my friend passed away just a couple weeks ago, but it feels like it's been longer, honestly. The last text conversation we had, she watched one of my videos and she's like, you're so great at getting the point across. And I'm like, I have no filter. Not necessarily a good thing. Have no filter. But she's like, oh, and she was loving it. And she was friends with everybody because she wanted needed everybody to like her. And so she was friends with everybody, but she definitely had liberal viewpoints, but she had some Republicans that she was friends with. And I remember one of her friends who is in the House, Congress, who we both know, that person will not talk with me because they're very well aware of my viewpoints. We got into it over the mask debate during COVID. And yeah, so anyway, that's been our history. And then after that, she just got into the House. She ran for Congress and won because she lives in a very red area. Anyway, and there's like no population, so there was no competition. So there's that too. Anywho, my friend who passed away, she still communicated with her quite a bit, and the congressperson came in as a client, and she's like, "Oh, so and so is going to be here," and I said, "All right, cool, I will be in back." What? Why? I said, because I have no need to. You don't want me here. Not allowed to talk politics, and I don't like her, and I'm not going to pretend. So I'll be in back. She ended up coming in on a day I was off, and then my manager at the time mentioned that, oh yeah, my friend had this client, and they designed some jewelry or whatever. She did something, and my manager mentioned it, and I go, oh yeah, I know who that is. He goes, oh, you know her? And I went, uh-huh. And he goes, oh, okay. Well, if your friend's not here, then, you can step in and help. And I said, no. He goes, excuse me? And I said, no, I won't be helping that one. And he goes, why not? I said, I do not like her. You do not want me to sit in front of her. We do not want this while I'm at work. I said, you don't want me discussing these things at work. You do not want me helping her. I'm telling you that right now. I am not the one. And he's like, okay, noted. Nope. Hey, a bit intuitive. How are you? Edward. Yeah. Maybe. Edward, can I have my dowsing rod? Let's see here. Oh, Lorraine. Oh, the explosion. Okay, you did find out what happened. It was an explosion at a place that has chemicals that makes different things in 5. Ooh, chemical burns. Those are bad. That's not good. I hope everybody's okay. Liz, yeah, my guess is there will be. I will be surprised if there's not. Let's put it that way. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to listen to Stuart yet. I'll listen to him tonight as I go to sleep. I heard his very beginning, I think. I don't remember. I don't think I got through all of it because it was just for a few minutes while I was at work today, so I didn't listen to his whole show. But I don't know. Maybe. Let me see. Hey guys. Should we be worried about something happening during the FIFA games? About a bad terrorist type thing? They're saying no. I'm not sure. I don't think. Yeah, see, I don't really feel. I think they're going to be okay. But anytime there's a large gathering, it's always a risk, right? I still remember. Oh my gosh, you guys! I think I mentioned this maybe last year, like right after I started the channel. For those of you who haven't heard, so remember when Vegas had the pew pew incident, right? My best friend and I, about every 5 years we go, to Vegas. We started we've gone twice, but we've decided to continue to do this about every 5 years. So anyway, the first time was during the Pew Pew event, but we didn't know that was going to happen. And literally we went to this Blue Man Group show, and on the way back, like, it was this whole thing trying to get back to our hotel, which was way on the other end of the strip. And we thought we were being smart and buying bus tickets so we didn't have to get cabs all the time, and it was not worth it. We'll not try to do that again. That was not good. Anyway, we got on the bus. I kid you not, the bus driver went 1 block, stopped, got off the bus, and this is after waiting for it to go for, like, I think 20 minutes. Got off the bus, hung out with somebody smoking a cigarette on the side for another 20 minutes. We're like, what the hell? Got on the bus, went 1 more block, stopped. Everybody on the bus is like, dude, what the hell? What is going on? And he just, like, didn't care. The bus was full. It wasn't like he was going to pick up any extra passengers. So these gals in front of us were like, they turned to us and they're like, hey, do you want to share an Uber? We're like, sure, let's do it. So we got off the bus, and so the event where the Pew Pew event happened, right? It's a big, you could tell there was an event going on, right? Everything all segregated and all that, right? So we walked up to the servant, and it's this spot by the entrance, and the security guard there is like, you can't get picked up here. She's like, well, that's where they told us they were going to pick us up. He goes, you can't do that. She's like, well, where are we supposed to go? He's like, I don't care, but it's not here. And so it ended up being, like, I don't know, a couple blocks away or whatever, that they were able to be picked up, and it ended up being this whole thing. So my best friend and I are like, we're just going to walk. Honestly, at this point, we're just going to walk, right? So I walked past this security guard, and I stopped, and I looked at him, and I said, this isn't your only exit, is it? And he looked at me like I had 3 heads, which I get it. It's a weird random question. And he goes, yeah, why? And I go, you need to have more than 1 exit. If anything happens, you have to have more than 1 exit. There have to be other ways for people to get out of here. And I'm saying it that intensely. And he's like, who are you, crazy lady? Basically, he's like, whatever. He didn't care. And I go, I'm serious. You need to talk to people about other ways to get out of here. And he's just like, okay. And we're walking along, and my best friend knows me. And she's like, what's up? I'm like, they need to have other exits. They're going to be trapped in there. You need to have other exits. And she's like, well, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, I can't do anything, right? And so, but then we're like, the next day we're like, okay, kind of like talking myself off my own ledge here, going, it's probably just my brain, and whatever, and nobody's gonna do anything here because there's too many people all around and too many ways to escape. You're right. If anybody comes into a casino or whatever, we're literally talking about the scenario if a Pew Pew person comes in. And I'm like, no, we're talking ourselves out of the scenario if something happens of being in Vegas. So we get on the plane on the way home, whatever, right? I get home that night. My oldest son calls me and goes, are you okay? And I'm like, well, I answered the phone, so I think so. But why do you ask? And he's like, did you hear what happened in Vegas? I go, no, what? Now, on the way to Vegas, we were sitting next to a woman who was going to that event, and we ended up exchanging numbers. And she goes there all the time, apparently. So she was giving us tips on, oh yeah, you want to go here, you want to go there, you want to do this, you want to do that. So I was like, cool, this is great. Anyway, I still had her number because she was going to that event. And anyway, so I'm like, oh my God, no, I didn't hear about that. And so I immediately texted that woman that we met, and I said, are you okay? And she's like, I'm okay. I go, are your friends okay? And she's like, yes, I think so. But here's what happened. She goes, we couldn't escape. We couldn't escape. We were like fish in a barrel, which is a phrase I actually used to that security guard also. And she goes, we couldn't escape. And she goes, she goes, me and another friend ended up escaping to one of the bathrooms in the casino, and they locked us in there until like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning. We were stuck in there. So we didn't know what was going on, and we didn't have access to information. And she goes, my other friends, like one got out and another one was stuck behind a table, and they eventually got out and were trying, but we all ended up scattered and separated. We couldn't get out. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's exactly that's the feeling I had when I walked past the security guard. I'm like, you have to have other ways out. There has to be a way to escape. And that's what happened. The guy was up in the hotel, and just literally it was fish in a barrel. And I'm like, yeah. So oh my God, you guys, what is happening in this world? I just don't understand. Thank you, Mona. And hi, Mona. Yeah, if you enjoy me ranting, please like, share, and subscribe. We stick together, right? Yes. They're going to be huge. They're going to be big, as they should be. And this will be a good thing. This will be a good thing for us. They're going to, they already know. All it's going to do is it's going to amp up the Republicans on making sure they can shore up any edges of how to cheat. Lorraine, yeah, it's rough, man. It's so hard. It really is so hard. Yeah. Hey, Maureen, how are you? Yeah. The thing is they are now. There's a few that don't, subscribe to being MAGA that still call themselves Republicans, such as my parents, for example. But they're the same thing. They're complicit. Every representative in Congress is complicit. So yeah, I do count them all as the same. And thank you very much, Lorraine. I appreciate you. Yes, we are, damn it. Yeah, it's rough sometimes, man. I don't know what it was. That just triggered the hell out of me today when I saw the people going at each other. It wasn't authority versus non-authority. That I've gotten sadly used to seeing and almost expect, but not that it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's not as shocking to me as, for some reason, I don't know why, and I don't know why. I guess I do know why, because I find it all sad. That's why. But to see it aggressively, as clearly as I saw it today, and then to hear people laugh about it just, I don't know, man, that just triggered the hell out of me today. I don't know. That's right. We are the chosen family. That's right. We are. Edward. Oh, I like that. That's good. Learn to put a lot of negative energy in a ball next to me. I can look over and say, you suck, and not have it in my... I like that. And then you can take that ball and release it up into, Archangel Michael, take this sucker away. Go play soccer. I like that. That's good. Thank you. That's a good tip. Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate you too. Thank you very much. Little cute little puppy on the picture. Thank you, Erin. And I am happy to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Terry. Malou? Okay. Needs more eyes. He's worried. Yeah, he should be worried. There's a lot to be... So here's the thing, though. As upsetting as this all is, there's a lot of reason to be worried, but also it will get better. I know that I'm all up in my feels tonight. I get that, and thank you for tolerating me. But we will get past this. So that's like, you have to keep your eye on the prize. You have to. It's gonna suck for a while. It's gonna suck for a while. But also, I'm grateful for not being so cold and dead inside that I can watch what happened today and go, whatever. Yeah, it's not me. So, and I don't want to be that person either. So, I'm going to choose to look at my being an empath and having a human soul as a good thing. Even though I can be sassy about it. I know I can be. My lack of filter. I'm writing down his name, Terry. Thank you. I'm going to check him out. And thank you, Liz. I appreciate you too. Oh, Mona. Oh, Alabama. So what happened? I'm really fascinated. I took a lot of sociology classes in college, and I was always so fascinated. I didn't really care for psychology, oddly, but I loved sociology, which is fascinating. And I loved every sociology class. And it just fascinates me, the group mentality and how people react. And I almost want to go, because like I decided you can't do anything with sociology degree, but but still, maybe you can. I don't know. I almost want to like go back and take some more classes in that, because it's so fascinating, especially when we start retroactively studying this period of time. Be really, really interesting. Red State, Texas. You know what? I have a theory. I think Texas is actually blue to purple, but it's so heavily gerrymandered and owned by the oligarchs that the red fades it out. I think we're going to see some shifts here in Texas as some of that works its way out. Now, I don't think we're going to, this is not a word, ungerrymander. I don't think it's a word. I don't know. For a while. But I think we're going to see a lot of Republicans maybe not voting and a whole lot of Democrats voting that live in Texas. So that'll be interesting. And a lot of independents too. It'll be interesting. Be curious. It's going to be curious to watch it. Maureen, we are stronger together and the light will defeat the darkness. It's hard, but we have to hold on. Yes. Yes, we do. And was having words with my friend who crossed today. I'm like, damn it. Your conversation came up several times today. Your pictures came up several times today, and I know that you would have been a warrior with me on this path. And damn it, could have used your energy, man. But she had her own demons, and that's So okay, thank you, Richleen. Love you guys too. Appreciate all of you. Yeah. Bit intuitive, hello. Yes. Yeah, we that's what we're here for. That's we're trying to hold everybody together. Karen. Yeah, I don't get it. I'll tell you, my kids, they both went in the military. The oldest one, stationed in Texas, came out a Republican / Libertarian. The youngest one served mostly in Korea, and came back like socialist liberal. Like two total extremes. And I, believe it or not, on the middle ground. That's frightening. And it's so fascinating. Again, the sociology of everything and the psychology of everything. It's so fascinating to me. But I don't understand it either. I don't understand the Republican thing anymore. Yep. And this goes back to the earlier conversation. Yes, Liz, one must have boundaries. Boundaries are for your own personal sanity and self-care and self-love. Oh, okay. Okay, Karina. Fair point. I choose for you to be on Neptune. Not you, but some Trumpers. I'll love you from afar. Way next galaxy, even. That's even better. Terry, yep. Yeah. Yep. Yes. You're welcome, Lorraine. Welcome to my non-filter. Aaron. Oh, you're welcome. Again, welcome to my non-filter. Violet. I won't forgive or let it go or forget. I will take that into my cold heart and keep it there until I die. And every day I will send that energy to you and hope you feel it. Put up the mirror. Bing! Right back at you. Old Windwalker, hello. Is there really unconditional love? I leave that for my higher self. No. Everything should have conditions, honestly. Everything should have a boundary. And that is not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing. It's purely self-love. And it's love and respect for humanity around you. Right? Like the boundary of, I'm not going to, if I went to get a coffee today, like I was starting to plan, my lower self going, how can I insert myself into this situation and have a plausible excuse to protect that woman outside? Even though, I am not a stealth individual by a long shot. I am old. I am very broken. And legitimately, like everything is broken. I am very fluffy and like, what am I going to do? But I'll tell you what, I may not even bounce anymore. That doesn't mean it's okay. And there should be somebody there. There should have been somebody there helping her and standing with her. But instead, people were standing around with their cameras up, recording it, watching her get pushed almost to the ground. Only because she had good balance did she not fall. There you go. I don't ever have to forgive Hitler for. Thank you. No. You're an abuser? No. Nope. Not. Nope. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will not provide an excuse. That was an excuse. Oh, it's just locker talk. And still not appropriate. Why would you even utter those words? I don't care what room you're in, whether it's a locker room or a classroom or a living room. I don't care what room you're in. Not okay. Not okay to utter those words. Ever. Ever. Period. Full stop. That tells me who you are as a human being. And for people not to see that, that is willful ignorance, and you also condone it. Now, I know for a fact if that ever happened to her daughter, she would have come unglued. But for some reason, she felt the need to stick up for him and cut me out of her life. Curious. That was the straw that broke. That was the straw that broke. Really? She'd known me for 30 years. That was the straw that broke, was me calling out a pedophile. Okay. Yep. Yep. You know, I asked my daughter-in-law about my son, because my oldest son is a supporter, and they're also the ones that just had the brand new baby. She and I see eye to eye. Okay, just throwing that out there. They don't talk about it. That's between them. I'm staying out of that. I have my own thoughts, but it does not matter. Anyway, I did ask her, though. I'm like, because he claims to be so righteous and justice oriented, I asked, so it doesn't bother him that he's a pedophile? She goes, well, I don't believe he believes he is. I said, really? She goes, I can't get into it with him. His comment is, you're listening to the wrong information. They're so brainwashed. I just don't understand. Yep. By the way, Aunt B, are you okay? I know there were medical issues going on. Are you okay? I hope you're okay. Please let us know if you're comfortable with it. Let us know that hopefully all is well. Anyway. Oh my God, Liz. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some big triggers. Yep. And so many of them were drugged so that they wouldn't remember and also would be compliant. I'm really sorry, Liz. I'm really sorry that happened to you. Yeah. Yeah, I was told mine happened when I was fed the date rape drug was in a fraternity. And I was friends with all those guys. And I was livid when I came out of it. Oh, I was mad. And I started yelling at the guys. I'm like, "What? You knew this was happening. Why didn't you stop it?" The response I got wasn't our turn to babysit you. Lesson number 113 million on you can only count on yourself. Yeah, Lorraine, I'm with you. There are a lot of things that it's interesting because I'm very strong-willed, I'm very opinionated, and yet I certainly tolerated a lot, and I am still a work in progress on sticking up for me. I will absolutely put myself in harm's way to go help a stranger being beat up in front of me in the workplace. But knowing full well nobody would ever come to my rescue, right? Like that's, or ever has. And so I don't expect it. And it's interesting because I'm currently, having conversations with my shadow self over these things because of it's become so normal with me that I had, okay. So I wasn't going to share this, but I'm going to now because, hey, why the hell not? I had a really intense nightmare a couple nights ago. And I've been analyzing the shit out of it because there's so many layers and so many layers to this. I'll spare you on all of them. But bottom line is I got bit by a cobra. And to the point to where it hung on until it got numb. And previous to this, there's several, like I said, several different layers. But the overarching theme was nobody cared if I was there or not. Nobody cared if I needed help or not. Nobody cared if I, and yet my response in the dream was, I have to be the one to wrangle these because I'm already bit. So it won't matter if I get bit again, but I have to save everybody else. Oh, I've been analyzing the shit out of this for days. And it was funny because that morning I pulled cards for myself. And the very end of it was the nightmare situation card. And I'm like, I got home from work. I'm like, well, today wasn't that bad. I don't know what nightmare situation happened. And then that night I had that nightmare. Like, oh, that's what you were talking about. And so many layers to the dream. I can't even begin. It would take me literally it would take me so long to dive into the multiple layers in this dream. But it's the message that they've been trying to get through to me of it's time to, where I'm at in my growth is, okay, now that we've learned to have boundaries, not necessarily being the sacrificial lamb all the time, right? So, which is why I think they saved my ass today, because I would have put myself in the middle of that. And then I would have lost a job. So there, thank you. Looking out for me. Just going to keep sighing and drinking coffee tonight. Thanks, Terry. Peace. Good gravy, man. Yep. I can bless you and release you like the best of them anymore. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So seriously, this is when it got really bad between my oldest son and I. I like to camp. My oldest and my daughter-in-law like to go camping as well. They invited me to go camping with them one weekend. This was during the first reign of the Orange Goblin. COVID was going on. And people were talking about having to mandatory vaccinate. And he says this comment of, that's just what Hitler did. And I looked at him, I go, what? What are you talking about? And he's like, this makes having to mandatorily mandatory vaccinations, and that's what he did. He made people vaccinate, and that's where it went wrong. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I go, no, absolutely not. That is not what this is. This is for the greater good for everybody. And he got furious that whatever idea he had in his head was so solid, me contradicting it flipped a switch in him. Because I mean, all I did was go, no. That is no. That is not what this is. Flipped a switch in him, and he looked at me and he goes, you know what? You can just leave. And I'm going to go, are you serious? You want me to leave the camp spot? Like, you want me to go home? And he goes, yes. He goes, I want you gone. I go, oh, okay. Got up. I started packing my stuff up. And my daughter-in-law, bless her heart, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, yeah, I got nothing. I said, but I assume all the camp equipment that I brought for you guys, that you'll probably need it through the weekend. So we'll figure out a time for me to get that back. You can hang on to it for now. I got in my car and I left. We haven't been camping since. He doesn't want to go camping with me. Okay. Yeah, cat mom. They dig in deeper. The media is complete. Well, yeah, he literally officially owns all of the media now. He accomplished that one. And that's why you should support independent media. Edward, if you have a question that you want me to ask, I can ask it. Maureen. This Taurus isn't going to play. My daughter-in-law is a Taurus. Yeah, good for you. That's right. Yeah, Angel, we're all trying. You know, I would say that they're working on it, except They've been kissing the ring of the Orange Goblin. They gave him an honorary trophy and already had press conferences about how much they just love and adore him and are thanking him. So I don't think they want to leave that bad. I don't know what's going on. I suspect it has to do with a deal with ICE won't deport everybody who comes to the game if they kiss his ass. I suspect it has a lot to do with that, because think about the high Latino population that would come to those games, and ICE would just camp outside and sweep everybody up. So I suspect they've made a deal of leave us alone. We'll give you a golden trophy. We'll say thank you and how much we appreciate you, because that's how you manipulate him, because he's such an easy twat. And then you let us be. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what has been happening. So I don't think they're going to leave. They've been kissing his ass too much. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like if there's going to be like a cell situation, it probably won't be on No King's Day. And I could be wrong, but I feel like it's going to be its own separate event, because they want all of the attention on that, not having it associated with something else, if that makes sense. The lady that runs our animal shelter here in Erie, Pennsylvania, was there when the shooting happened in Las Vegas. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it was the weirdest thing. I walked by and I just did, because we were walking like this way, and I just did I turned and looked straight at the security guard, and I stood there and stared at him for a second, because in my brain I'm going, he's going to think I'm nuts, and what's the point of even saying anything? Because people always think you're crazy when you say things like this, right? I mean, I get it. and I'm just looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, do you have any other exits? No, why? You need to have other exits. You need to figure. I mean, I was just like, this needs to happen. And my best friend's standing there the whole time, just quiet, just watching me. We get done. She's like, so what's going on? Yes. Oh, thank you, Terry. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you very much. Let's see if I can figure out who it was. You guys probably already know. I'm on StreamYard, and so I have to go into YouTube to figure it out. Let me see if I can see on my end without you guys telling me first, which you probably already have. Let's see. Drum roll. Drum roll. Oh, my computer's so slow. Lorraine, you won. Congratulations. Yay. Yay, Lorraine. Oh, that's why you probably did your hearts. Yay. And thank you so much, Terry. That was very kind of you. I kind of got the feeling like he probably won't even remember it, because knowing security guards, because I mean, we work around them all day long where I work, and they're some of them are great guys, some of them not, some of them are. Once we have are great guys, but there's so many crazy people that walk along and say stuff, and they just kind of and dismiss it. So, because there's always crazy people coming up and saying things. He probably thought I was just a crazy drunk person. So, because it was Las Vegas, and we were drunk, so he's probably like, whatever, lady. And I doubt he even ever remembered, honestly. Yeah, what date is No King's Day? Is it the 13th? What day is No King's Day? I should know this. I know it's. Did I make a night? Did I? What's us here? Hey Siri. When is No King's Day 3? Oh, she's not even answering me right now. Okay. I don't know. You guys probably know. March 28th. Maureen already answered it. March 28th. Okay. And Angel, you're answering it. Okay, good. Thank you. Everybody's answering. Yeah. Carry burner phones. Yeah, absolutely. Also, if you can, go with friends and have meetup points and maybe walkie-talkies instead of burner phones, something like that, just so you can keep connected that way in case something happens. Have multiple exit points. Have emergency meetup spots. Those are some good little bits of things. Yeah. Solid plan. If you're able to, absolutely. Yeah. Mona, here in Alabama, they just passed legislation where you have to register Democrat or Republican so they can identify and weed you out. Well, see, I don't. You have to register one party or another in order to participate in the primaries, though. Anyway, because you can't participate as an independent. So, because the Democrats all vote on their Democrat and the Republicans all vote on their Republican, and then it's the runoff between Democrat and Republican. At least that's how it works here. So I don't. That's what we've done always. Anyway, I'm not sure what's different about that, unless I'm missing something. Cat Mom, you going to bed? Okay, good night. Thank you for joining us. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Very kind. Yes, they are going to try. I think I touched on that at the beginning of the show. They are going to try. And no, they're not going to be successful, I don't think. But he is certainly going to try. Absolutely. Yeah, just because you register one way doesn't mean you have to vote that way. Just saying. Ooh. I'm a Cali girl and I live in the snake's den. I struggle with my snark every day. It truly is a struggle. Yeah, I think Texas is more purple than we realize. I really do. Yeah, I love history. Was my favorite class. I loved history and still do. I'm very fascinated by history. But also, it was a big thing with me because if you know history, you don't have to repeat the past. But apparently, not enough people took history or chose to study it or chose to remember any of it or I don't know. So many people go through school system and they just barely absorb anything that, it's probably that. And they don't even teach it anymore. So I don't know. Lots of sighs tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think Cruz won. Legitimately. Let me put it that way. Yeah. Edward, he tells me when I need to go to bed. Oh, thank you. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. My empath has overload sometimes, and today was rough. Well, we can hope. But also, part of, like what I was saying earlier, even with him gone, we can't ignore that these people live in our society. We can't ignore that. They're here. That has to be dealt with and addressed. The way that we do politics needs to be dealt with and addressed. The corporate Democrats need to be dealt with and addressed. Republicans can go suck rocks. They're all bad in my opinion. They all support him. Not one has gone against. I mean, they all support him. And yeah. So even if he goes, it does not solve the problem. I love the squirrel. Thank you for squirreling. I love that. Yes, please like, share, subscribe. Although now, yeah, if you like my ranting. Oh my goodness. Trying to find an outlet. Reading, gardening, trying very hard. I will keep with the faith. We will get past this. Of that, I am certain. I am 100%. It's the path that we take. It's what is it? Sterling says speed, scope, and scale, right? Like, how long are we going to make this last? That's up to us. How hard do we want to make it on us? That's up to us. We will get past it. How long and how hard is the journey and how long is the journey? That is up to us. That's where free will comes in. Thank you, Edward. The bubble that he and his ilk live in, they believe that this goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's that whole group has been made to believe that this is really important and there's no way we can possibly afford this. And yet not one of them asks, how are we paying for these bombs that are bombing Iran? How are we paying for all of the troops that are going over there? How are we paying for anything that the Orange Goblin does? Nobody asks those questions, but they convince them to all believe that these things are going to kill us if we don't cut it off. False rage, misdirected rage. The curious part about me is my oldest son is growing up was extremely empathetic and still is, but it's misguided now. Like he truly believes that this is what's best. Like growing up, he was so much like me. Like if he saw what I saw today, he would have been out there in a flash. And I still think he would have been out there in a flash. That's where the disconnect in my brain is. I don't understand how this boy turned out to be this person. And yet still has that empathy cell in his body, but it's so misdirected. That's the part that is so frustrating for me, because I'm looking at it going, oh my God, I wish I just cracked that open. But he's going to have to learn the hard way. I don't know what it's going to take, if anything. Now he's so stubborn. It may be to the point where he just doesn't want to admit that he's wrong. It may literally be that at this point. I don't know. I don't know anymore. There's a lot of I don't knows. I don't know, sighs, and drinking coffee. Yay. I'm going to try to. Lorraine. You're my twin. You were speaking my words, and our lives are so similar. Even though I'm much older, I care. I would be there for you. We do. I would say as humanity, we need to be there together. Like everybody, like we all need to like get our shit together. Like, what are we doing to each other? What are we doing? This is crazy. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and the Joe Rogans of the world and all of that nonsense. Like, I just don't know. Yeah, camping. I have my first camp trip planned this summer. I camp in July and August. My first one's with my bestie. We already made our plans. We're so excited. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, Terry. Yeah. Yep, I did. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Liz, the layers to this dream. I honest to God. And I'll tell you what too. I've gone through was it Gemini AI and analyzed a lot of it. Very insightful, actually. It's been very therapeutic. I've gotten more answers from Gemini AI than I've gotten from humans, which is also a little frightening. But it's very insightful because there's so many layers to this dream can't even begin to tell you, like the different people involved and the different interactions and the different, just everything, so many things in this dream. It was crazy. I don't normally remember my dreams, so when I do, there's a reason, right? Yeah, so this was a crazy dream. I've still been analyzing this. It's very fascinating. Yeah, we all have our lessons, don't we? Oh, yeah. I've had friends of mine that live out of the country. Like we were going to come visit. I'm like, don't come. Not until Orange Goblin is gone. Don't come. Nope. And also, I wouldn't travel anywhere in a plane for a while or a train for a while. Just saying. Just postpone it. Right now, not a good time. Not a good time. Cheryl. Oh, you can lurk. It's okay to lurk. Let's see. Angel. Celtic Tarot Sheila lives in Colorado. See what she's doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this was my thing. Like during the camping story, is I looked at my daughter-in-law and I go, so did he? Because they rescue dogs also, and they have some large rescue dogs. And I go, so did he make sure the dogs were vaccinated? She's like, well, yeah. Okay, I'm confused. So when they had the baby, I look at her and I go, so is the baby going to be vaccinated? She's like, well, yes. I go, oh, huh. She's like, well, he says it's because all these vaccinations have been proven. I go, oh. I said, so, because she works in pharmaceuticals, and her mom is a nurse or a physician assistant, actually. And I go, so have you guys like tried to explain the science to him on this at all? She's like, we can't. He gets going on a rant. I'm like, okay, as long as the baby's vaccinated, whatever. Yeah. Terry, that was just the highlight of my day. Thank you. I need that t-shirt. I need that in a coffee mug. I'm going to tell my best friend that. She makes, oh my God, that's hilarious. I love that. Okay, so reminder, if you're a member, I'm having the members live tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. The Monday night fireside chat for members, we do that. Craig, let's see here. Yeah, Dave put out, so I haven't been able to listen to Dave either. So, but let's see, looking into the future, you saw F-45 leaving by health issues. Yeah, oh yeah, everybody's happy to see him go. Nobody likes him. They're just being blackmailed, or they're getting a payout. So, yeah, like I said, I don't care if he leaves by dirt nap or because he's exited the country and then dirt nap. It doesn't matter to me. The problem is not only him, he is a problem. Don't get me wrong. But when he first got elected, first term, one of my first comments was, well, sooner or later, every turd floats to the top. What this will do is this is going to show us who all the turds are. I stand by that, and it has. What we haven't done yet is flush the turds. We need to flush. We need to flush, pour bleach down there, Roto-Rooter that mother sucker. Get a new toilet. That's what we need. All together. Whole new sewer system. Whole new sewer system. US 2.0. Yep. So it's not just him. He's exposed a huge faction in our country that we've wanted to ignore, pretend that we didn't have. We can't ignore them anymore. They've been lurking and they can't be allowed to lurk. Karina, not so much. To get actual information, you need to go to BBC or Al Jazeera or outside of the United States or independent media. Mainstream media, not a lot, very little. Certainly not what is actually going on. Let's put it that way. Oh, wow. Angel, that sounds so cool. That sounds amazing. Craig, here's a classic. I asked Linda G, maybe you can answer it. If two Trumpers are married and get a divorce, are they still... That's especially funny to me because I'm adopted. My birth parents are cousins. And they were hippies, like legit hippies. Now, not cousins by blood, I'm just going to say, but it would explain an awful lot. But they were cousins. And total kid you not, hippies running around the country, dodging the Vietnam draft in a VW van. I was conceived in the summer of love, summer of 69. So that's super funny. Angel. Okay, I love that too because I have two older brothers. The younger of the two, when he got married, he had a German Shepherd. His name was Gus. He was an awesome dog. He was a great dog. But he was like he was the college dog for my brother and was, you know, he was his buddy, right? He was a great dog. He was a family dog. So when he got married, Gus went down the aisle with a tuxedo as well, which I absolutely love. That was fantastic. That was awesome. My dad actually walked down the aisle with Gus. That was fantastic. Oh my gosh. 5? Holy cow, Terry. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Wow, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to refresh and go see who the next 5 are. Oh my goodness. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. And thank you everybody for spending your Sunday evening listening to me rant. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So congratulations to Trek Tracer, Linda Boris, Craig Dixon, Lorraine, who actually I got from the first one, Ann Bennett, and Joan Baker. Thank you all so much. And then while I'm here, actually, in all of this information, in the last couple of days, Blair Ed also has become a member, and it's Lathan has become a member in the last 2 days, actually. So congratulations and welcome. Thank you so much. So kind of you guys. Really appreciate you. I want everyone to be able to play tomorrow night. Yes. Me too. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Yay. Yay. See you all tomorrow. Oh, Maisie's not doing well. I hope she's okay. I'm sorry. Let's see. Terry, I was conceived at Grinnell College, either in a dorm room or the backseat of the car. I mean, you know, college. It happens. All right. Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. Big hugs to you and to your Maisie. Okay, you guys, it's been almost 2.5 hours of me ranting and you guys tolerating me. So thank you. I appreciate you all more than you know. Thank you very, very much. And for those of you who are members, tomorrow, fireside chat. And I'll do my best to have my act together and answer questions that you guys may have tomorrow night. Again, please join 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you're not able to make the live, it will be on member replay as well. So thank you so much. Love you guys. Hang in there. We've got this. We will win. We will win. I know we will. It's going to be annoying in the meantime. But I will see you all again soon. Bye.